You were live. Good evening, beautiful ladies, wonderful gentlemen. On this first day of January 2023, I just did some push ups, a little out of breath. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, where we at? I decided that the year 2023 should be a honorary year. Year, and I think that we should honor Michael Jordan this year. And we should salute him in the way of us being our greatest. They made him the greatest of all time when it comes to basketball so far. Well, this year we should be moving at our greatest. Okay, folks, so that's the focus. Like I said, I'm a little out of breath. It's been like a little while since I did some push-ups. Got this dog in the background. He's so loud, making me sick. Check me out. Cast your rating review on Lenon Honor for Coon or Con of the Year winner. How do you rate Lenon Honor in regards to him being a coon or a con artist? Because last year he was definitely the winner by a landslide. And this year he was on his way. I was quiet. I wasn't on deck, and he was just moving through these YouTube streets like a little snake in the grass. And then, boom! I popped up out of nowhere, and he disappeared because he don't want to be nominated as Coon of the Year. Trust me, folks. You guys can be like, "What's up with Leonard?" He don't want to be that. He don't want to be the winner. That's the funny thing. He don't want to be the winner. So as I bring and introduce this and bring this into play, follow me. Follow me. Okay, folks? Matter of fact, let me get this situated so you guys can see what I'm talking about. We're going to pull up and it's sad because, you know what I'm saying, it don't have to be like this, Lennon. Right now, the way we could be moving through these YouTube streets could be you missing out on an opportunity. Like I say, I didn't want to fuck with you guys because I knew you was going to be on goofball shit. But if you guys would have got your heads right, this can be something of an episode. This can be epic, epic, epic. This could be one of those episodes that you remember, like for those kids who grew up during the Dynasty era, this would be one of those Dynasty era episodes that you remember. It could have been for the internet, you know, and I'm not for that. That's the thing that I'm not for that. But with this one, this would have been epic. All right, so let me bring that up. It would have been epic. And the beautiful thing about it, still got. All right, let me share this right here. All right, we're just gonna pull this up. Okay. This dog man gonna make me want to throw cold water in his ass. All right, so where I'm at, I'm right here, folks. Okay, we got the Lenon Honor site up, and I want you to breeze through it with me, okay? So you can see what I'm talking about when his being quiet like a little mouse. Okay, quiet like a little mouse. A month ago, in November, during his birthday time, It's one of the last mainstreams that he did. Okay, his ice cream, his cake. Glorion sent him $20 for happy birthday blessings. Boom, $20. You know, he comes out here all the time. You know, get his little birthday gifts from his people, and buy all this stuff and put it on the table. Okay, so that was then. Then I'm gonna scroll down. Like I said, a month ago, he did another. He did something else. It was called Lenon on a Mr. Ballin reaction. And that was in regards to Mr. Ballin reaction to the world's worst babysitter. The world's worst babysitter. Okay. So he decided that he's going to do something on this right here. He got about, that was a month ago, he got about like 1.1 thousand views on that. Okay. Why is he nominated for Coon? So many folks was talking and saying, yo, Leonard, you can't do nothing without Umar. In that same month, a month ago, we have this video right here. Umar Johnson blames black people for the FDMG delay. Says grand opening will be February. I have that one, and we're going to look at that video. That was one of the last videos he did on Umar for the public. Private, I don't know what he's been doing for private. I'm going back down again. He got 21,000 views on that. And when we scroll down a little bit more, Leonard Honor reviewing reaction video. She saw the warning, but went anyways. 1.4, 1,400 views. You know. So it's like we scroll down one more. That same month, another Umar video. Umar Johnson tells his redemption of his life. Okay, this is when I was really heating on him. I started heating on him at this time. Okay, folks, 13,000 views. Because I'm like, yo, dog, you know that the situation is real critical. This man is going to court, and you talk about redemption of this man's life. What the fuck is wrong with you? This is the coon shit I'm talking about. See, I'm scrolling through so you can know where I'm going, and so that you can be set up of why he's been nominated once again for Coon. Let's scroll down another video a month ago. Umar Johnson get G-checked live on stage. And remember, this is November. November was the month that I was supposed to be going to court, November 30th. So that entire month, this is what the videos that he was doing. Okay? Avoiding that Umar goes to court. But he talked about Umar get G-checked by this woman. He talked about Mr. Ballin. He talked about Umar and his redemptions of his life. He's talking about let's stop playing games. FDMG's not coming. Umar Johnson claims the school is almost done. You know, like I say, with all that still being said, there's nothing in regards to Umar is going to court. Okay? This is all a month ago. This is in November. December just went by. This is January 1st. I understand that. But we talk about November. Because he was quiet in December. Umar Johnson is out on he's out of Instagram jail. Goes crazy for cash and cookies. This is, like I said, this is the time I'm like, yo, what the hell he talk about? This one made me start tapping his chin again. I had to start tapping his chin. See him his little hat, you know, think he's the Don. 3 months to go to graduate with a BS in cyber and data security technology. 1.8 thousand views. You know what I'm saying? Once again, scroll down 2 months ago. November, I'm on the scene now. At this time, I'm on the scene telling people like, yo, this cat goes to court. We go to court in November. I got the case back on deck. It's the situation. Umar Johnson blames black people for the FDMG delay, says grand opens February 23. We're going to pull that video up as well. Okay, so that's where we're going to stop. maybe. Yeah, that's where we're gonna start. We was looking at this video the other day. Let's stop playing games. FDMG is not coming. 20,000 views. But why is he nominated for Coon of the Year? Because, once again, folks, for years, let me get back to the screen. Thank you. For years, why is he nominated for Coon of the Year? For years, this man has denied any, he denied any and everything he could of this black man. Okay, I'm right now, I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm playing Mr. Neutral. He slandered this black man. He made money with this black man. He did any and everything he could do to get this black man's wave to come to him. Okay, folks? That was the main focus. What can I do to get this man's wave to come his way? And so, by him channeling that energy that way, folks, I need you to understand that that was a major form of coon in itself. When you say, I'm going to direct this man's wave towards me, and I'm going to try and manipulate this crowd to believe that this man, that's like what white people have done to black people in their whole culture. And so he's following that blueprint, which is, like I say, that's why I'm saying he's cooning. And so he said there was going to be no building. He said there was going to be no, I'm recapping from yesterday. He said there was going to be no building. He said there was going to be no school. There was going to be no lights, no plumbing, no nothing. Right, folks? And yet and still, he's been very quiet on the situation. He don't want to come out. He's that mouse is in that room with you. You know that he's in that room. You like, I know he's in it. And he's hiding, yo. He's hiding with the big eyes open. And that's what this man's been doing. And that's the issue. Yeah, let's pull this one up. So let me stop this screen right here. And let me come to this one right here. I actually should have put. Matter of fact, I think the secret video is the video that I'm not even thinking about. The real secret video is the video I'm not thinking about. So let me be a little bit smarter, okay, folks? Let me do a quick timeout and go to the secret video. I think this is the secret video of the ultimate coon right here. I think I got the video. I think I had the video up. Didn't even know it. Go to the video. Let's go to the video that I wasn't going to even pull up at all. But I'm going to pull this video up. I had it on the screen and it was talking to me. And it was like, press me. So let me press this button real quick. Okay, folks? Let me show you why he's nominated Coon of the Year. I never even looked at this video. But this video right here, I truly believe is going to prove to you why he's been nominated Coon of the Year and why he won Coon of the Year last year. Now, this is his birthday. I wonder if throughout this video, if he would even, if he's going to talk to you folks about remorse. So, like I said, let's see. Let's pull up this video. Okay, folks.
I'm not ready yet, but I'm wait. Just quick.
Hold on. And I'll show you what all this is. This right here. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. I said I started the live stream. Yeah, so no, it's okay. I was late. Yeah. There's some more stuff up there I'm gonna bring down now. I'll get it. All right. You know we had it. Come on. Don't. You know we had it. I'll show it to you.
Just a minute. Don't even have candles.
Hey, we just I told my wife, don't worry about all that. Okay, I am live streaming and the mic is hot, so don't say nothing crazy. You guys want to say hi? Say hi. You ain't gonna say hi?
Hi.
Oh, I was talking to the kids. They're busy watching. No, that's okay. We're only gonna be on there for like 20 minutes. No candles?
So we only gonna be in it for like 20 minutes.
Wow.
This is the best he's ever done. This video is 57 minutes and 21 seconds, okay? And he's bringing down his he has donuts, cake, and a platter. Like I didn't I say to you, I said, before this video, I said, yo, he's gaining weight. I said, you guys are really feeding him well. You guys are feeding him well. Feeding him so well where he did the anniversary for Umar and would just waste all the product on the table. Stuff that's melting. All from those super chats that you folks been sending him for him to get on these ways of coon on the next black man attempt to make a difference. Okay, this next black man's attempt to make a difference, as he called him out on being a fraud. But at the same time, he figured out a way that he can eat off of you folks. Well, let's get into this birthday party, folks. I wasn't thinking to pull this one up, but this one, like I said, is going to show the high level of coonery right now. Okay, he's in. This one is going to show the high level of coonery. I promise you. I already see it. How is it even being portrayed? Like, remember I said, cooning for cash, chaps, cooning for dollars, cooning to eat, cooning for food. You know, this person is there and disappeared. We're gonna come back with some real strong coonery. Okay, let's get into this video. Oh, I just got pushed. My bad.
Was there anything else? I think that was ice cream.
I'll just take it down.
I'll just take it down there.
Okay.
Now you can have his own little bowl and just share it like that. But let's see if you bring the whole container.
Oh, okay.
To let it sit there and just melt.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
I'll get it.
I'll take these down just to show and then.
High level weird, to be honest. This is high level weird. You got weird.
Okay, I'm coming back. Wasn't I just before I was
who's all that stuff
I was taking me a nap. You know, you get old, you gotta take naps. Okay.
This right here is him reaching for. Okay. Oh my Lord. Like I said, yo, I got to study this, right? And there's 1, 2, 3. It takes 1, 2, 3 for me because I went to school for business and I went to school for marketing. Okay, and so right now he knows that his channel is live. Okay, so he knows that his channel. When I say his channel is live, he knows that people's watching his channel. People's watching. And I told you before, and I'm telling you again. He's figuring out his way of profiting from the white dollar, okay, to coon. So he got his little W's, he got his hot dogs, he got all these products that he's going to introduce the products because that's what he's trying to do. Because I understand, trust me when I tell you this shit. And he's doing this on cooning. I wonder if he's going to take this time on his birthday to talk Umar talk. Let's see. He could put it on the table, but no, he's not going to put it on the table.
This is for the kids.
Place it on the table. This is for the kids, but look.
I told y'all. I told y'all. For a couple of minutes. Had school, and my son had to go to work, so logistically it wouldn't work. But tomorrow, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take him. I'm taking them because it don't make me no difference. I would have been fine just being at home. We're gonna go out to eat. There's an Ethiopian restaurant. They love that Ethiopian food. It's good too. It fills you up. It's one of my favorites. My favorite is Indian food from India, and then Thai food. And then I would probably say Ethiopian food. So we're gonna go and do that tomorrow. Earlier on in the day.
Look how much weight his face is full. His face is full.
That'll be it.
Okay, folks. I want you to really get what I'm telling you, folks. I don't care how much hard work that's being done to be able to waste stuff, to just waste it. For the props for your video and the waste stuff, especially when things that's really at a high level course, and people say, "How do you know he's gonna waste it?" People waste stuff, period. And I can tell this is a film that probably is wasteful. A lot of garbage with food, just wasting stuff because they know it's coming in, because they know that. Not only do they have it coming in from a EBT, well, I don't know what they call it out there, from a government level, but they also know they got it coming in from a PayPal Cash App level as well. So they I can tell they're wasteful. His face is much fuller than how he was 3 years ago. Right before 2020 kicked in full-fledged, 2019, that man was much skinnier. His belly's gaining weight. His face is done gain weight. His head done gain weight. Okay, folks? And that's because of the cooning. 100% the cooning. And there's no stopping, yo. He's getting the Busta Rhymes syndrome right now. He got that Busta Rhymes going on right now. He got the Busta Rhymes going on right now. Look how he come walking in.
Thank you. This is for the kids.
Look at the belly. He getting the pot belly. Trust me, I tell you this.
I told y'all. We just gonna hang out for a couple of minutes.
Like extra weight.
Just for a couple of minutes.
And he's younger than me, and so what I'm telling you, I see the weight transition, even if it's just 5 pounds, 7 pounds extra, 4 pounds extra. When I was looking at a video from back in the days, 2018, I think it was, and I did a live on it. He was pacing back and forth, moving around. Now his walking is a little slower, and it's because of the weight gain. It's the weight gain. He's eating very well, folks. Off of cooning. No real, nothing of substance, nothing of. Once again, I told you this got to be the year being the goat, folks. Nothing of building, nothing of outside his family. This is scary when folks really get addicted to this wave, and forget there are people who's really watching. Like, yo, we really watching. And we're not watching for entertainment purposes neither.
So this is something we're actually my oldest happy birthday blessing. Thank you so much. I'll take it. Thank you. I'll take it. I appreciate it. Much. This is from C. I appreciate that. I do have cash to hang out with the kids. And so we're gonna go and do that tomorrow, earlier on in the day, and then I'll come back home and hang out with the kids, and that'll be it. Someone sent me a cash app. Thank you so much. This is from C. I appreciate that. I do have cash app and PayPal links listed down below. And people, there's some Gloria. Hey, how's it going? Sent me a happy birthday blessing. Thank you so much. I'll take it. Thank you.
3 minutes and 40 some seconds in. That's what it's all about. Now, like I said, I told you the setup. I'm looking at the whole setup, looking at him where he's going with it.
I'll take it. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Matter of fact, I saw the previous live stream. I saw beautiful Denise. I haven't seen her in a while. You know, there's sometimes I don't see people for a while in a minute. All right. So of course, I had to have some cheesecake. Hey, this is vegan cheesecake. Not all this stuff up here is vegan, but this is vegan right here. Okay. Okay, we got that. These different ice creams, these are vegan. This is so delicious. This is I believe something for me and my wife.
I don't know how I got that pose right there. I don't know how I got that flick right there. But that flick right there is coon of the year. Coon of the year. Yo, like you don't get no better than that for a picture for coon of the year. What y'all think right there? Like, do y'all think that he would just win just because that picture alone? So he just win because that flick alone. That right there, that cheese smile right there, like cheesecake, right? That right there alone says a lot to me. Because I was, this is bananas. This video is going to be so interesting. I think I'm just going to stay on his birthday video. I'm going to stick on his birthday video. I don't know what's to come from this birthday video. But I just see the cooning all throughout it. And like I said, he built this platform off of dissecting and trying to destroy another black person. And then when Charlamagne asked Umar, like, yo, so yo, Umar, why do you allow such, cooning on you and clowning on you? And Umar says, well, because at the very end, saying everybody is going to see the fruits of my labor. And so but yet still, my dude, don't you understand what type of hurt that brings you when you're really not giving this more factual stuff? Like, like talk about this talk. And so then it just gives this man right here a platform for him to come in here and say, happy birthday to me, and off the rip 30, 40, 50, 70, 100, 200, $300, all because they just can't wait for him to clown this man. And that's his channel. You see the views, and even for this birthday, the view, even for this birthday, it was not that much views. You know what I'm saying? This is a funny video right here. And me not being a fan of Lenon, me not being able to watch Lenon, it's hard for me, like I say, to even watch these videos with them.
A couple, right? Not a lot. So that's Netflix and chill back into the refrigerator because
let's dip a little bit. Oh, man.
Research shows nostalgia can help you remember ads. So customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Into the freezer because my son took it out and he didn't eat it, so it's soft already.
Like I said, now I shouldn't skip so fast. I played myself.
So I think
I played myself. I'm sorry to get that. Hold on. What did you say real quick?
in the day, and then I'll come home and hang out with the kids. And you so all right.
It's good.
That ain't not a lot.
So that's Netflix
and chill. And then this is vanilla bean.
into the freezer
because my son took it out and he didn't eat it, so it's soft already. I need to go put it back.
Now remember what I said to you. I just can tell they're a wasteful family. This mad garbage food in the garbage. What did he say? His son took it out, didn't eat it. Just had it out because he's like, Dad's gonna replace it. Because they probably only have no moral value. They probably, look, man. Remember you said like last year, a few years ago, that he was using his children as means of getting money as well. They all part of the hustle, so they look at you guys as their cash cow. They like, man, when Dad go live, we need some more Fruity Pebbles. You gonna go live, Dad? Because we want to go out. We want to go out. His kids is part of the whole thing. Look, his wife bringing stuff down for the table. Ice cream soft to shit. So if he already know the ice cream is soft, why would you even bring the ice cream out? When I say cooning, you guys got to understand what level of pay attention. If the ice cream was soft when the boy already left the shit out and when he was eating it, which shows me that he was eating it straight from the thing and he just left it there. Why would you leave it out still right now just to have it on the table? You understand what I'm saying? Just scan it through and trying to see if the ice cream's still on the table. So let me just see something real quick. Ice cream's not on the table, okay? 26 minutes in, the ice cream not on the table. Like I had to check. Let's go down. 23 minutes, ice cream is still on the table. Somebody probably was in the chat saying, you should put the ice cream up, okay? I don't know. I'm just assuming.
On this chat, we're like 15 minutes behind. Wow, you guys have been busy up in here. Let me get caught up. Okay, Raw Talk with the King says, salute, General. Happy birthday. But
Taco says Jesus was
born on. No, don't say that. Jesus was not born on my birthday. That's Umar be saying. No. I'm just a regular guy. I'm not related to Freddie Douglas. I'm not related to Tina Turner. I'm not related to Buddy though. I wish I could find that video. If someone finds it, I'll send you a super chat. I'll send you a PayPal or a Cash App. Because that was one of the funniest things how he said it was. I'm gonna set these up at the top of the stairs, and my wife, she can come get them. Baby, I'm gonna set the ice creams right here. And if you can put them in the freezer, I'm gonna bring other ones up. Yeah,
okay,
baby.
I told you.
I'm gonna set these up.
This wasn't him. This was somebody in
That's funny though. I wish I could find that
like,
video. If someone finds it, I'll send you I'll send you a PayPal or a Cash App. Because that was one of the funniest things how he said it was hilarious. Jesus was born on my birthday. Let me go take these up because I don't want this to melt.
Exactly.
Because we will be eating this.
People
After this is over, after this show. So hold on, I'll keep talking. I'm gonna set these up at the top.
People were soaking in there that made him just spin around.
Baby,
the way he spun around was not.
We will be eating. We will send you a PayPal or Cash App. Because that was one of the funniest. No, I'm just a regular guy. I'm not related to Freddie Douglas. I'm not related to Tina Turner. I'm not related to
Maybe I've fast forward something didn't hear
it. It is good too. You just gotta let it thaw out because it comes frozen. I gotta go take these ice creams up.
Okay,
let me do that in just a moment.
Lee,
I can't remember what the name of it is.
He's just looking at it.
But it is. All right. Wendell says, thank you so much, Wendell. Thanks for being here too. I appreciate that. Did you go to the Cheesecake Factory? No, I didn't go to neither. They have this.
We're already 23 minutes in.
It's a vegan cheesecake. I can't remember what the name of it is. but it is good too. You just gotta let it thaw out when it comes
23
frozen. I
minutes
gotta go take these ice creams up. Let me do that just a moment.
So when I say the wasteful, I 23 minutes in of just letting this shit just be sitting there. Because he did it before with the other product, and the people was in the chat saying, "Yo, you should put that in freezer." They were saying what you should put up, and at that time he was like, "Oh, we ain't gonna eat it." I was like, "Whoa." And so right now, I know people was in the chat. It was 20 some minutes in, so there's no way in life nobody said anything about the ice cream. Bottom line is 23 minutes of you just sitting there knowing that the shit was already soft and you just playing games for what reason? Because they wasteful, because they're getting it. Like people who get the free food stamps. If you look at the garbage, they got a lot of wasted stuff because they get it. Just waste it. If they was paying for it with straight cash, I think it'd be a different ballgame. But people just waste. He wastes because he coons for the dot. He coons for the and get it. So it's nothing. All he know he got to just go out there, do some buffoonery, some coonery, and Glorion and Fat Man and all these other people will just send him whatever he need, and he got it again. This is really disturbing when you're doing it in this manner. So when I do a video like this and it's no pocket watching, this is pure like, yo, look at I'm not pulling up an Umar Johnson video. I'm pulling up his birthday video to let you see that I can pull up any coon in his videos no matter what. This ain't no Umar Johnson video.
Lee knows honor. Yeah, I'm so behind this chat room. Like 15 behind. For that here, but she knows who she is. Hopefully she'll come back. Thank you so much. Kwanzi says, "Happy birthday!" Thank you so much, Kwanzi. I appreciate it. And okay, I read this one earlier. Okay, thank you so much. Let me scroll down here to see if I can get caught up down here.
I'm really just flying through because I just want to see something.
Anyway, I remember that. That was hilarious.
Wait, time out. Like I said, I'm just scrolling through to see if I see something key. And what do I see? Now, he was talking about Umar taking them ice cream sandwiches down. Look at you. That's funny. Okay. I just want to see if I can scroll down and see if Umar name pops up any way possible. And like Trey said, you saw Umar taking down those ice cream sandwiches and look at you. Like I say, he's gaining weight. Okay. I'm glad this is up there to prove my point. He's gaining that weight. Let me clean this up. Okay. He's good on clowning, right? But when I say he's gaining weight, dude is gaining his weight. And you ain't going to hear him talk about him working out. He's going to have that Busta Rhymes syndrome. Let's see by the end of this year.
that was one. He put up. I said, bro. So email y'all some. Now you was talking about Umar taking them ice cream. he ate like 2 ice cream sandwiches straight up. he just peeled it like a banana. that was one. He peeled it up. I said, bro, he ain't even gonna. Anyway, I remember that. That was hilarious. Okay. Thank you much, everybody. Yeah, people giving Serena a happy birthday. Yeah, I don't think she's here though. But she said I think she said she had to work today. Okay, let me scroll down. Okay, I got to get caught up here in the chat room. We've already gone over the amount of time I was planning on. I'm a descendant of Scottie Pippen. He has a son. His son plays in the NBA. Okay. How's it going? Thanks, Chris. Give my life, and I'm trying to get things back together now. So if I can encourage people to do it earlier, then I'll continue to do so. Okay, so you're very helpful, brother. Anything you need, let me know. The other thing too, Deanna, is that there's brothers who helped me to get on this path too in IT. Darren is one of them. Rest in peace. Very supportive of me. He's the one that said, "Go ahead." You know what I'm saying? We done been through so much. You've been with me all these years. they help and they hand you the baton. Then you gotta run that.
See, and I'm glad this one, and this is a perfect one. Look, you have come a long way. We are very proud of you. What did I say about his weight? Just a few years ago, his weight was real. He was narrow. He was looking hurt. Now it's saying the super weight from all the super chats. And she says, you have come a long way. Let me switch over to you real quick. You have come over a long way. You have come a long way. Okay, this is what these people say to me. Okay, let me think about businesses. You have come a long way. Okay, I know a person here. They have a business. They was pushing a cart. You know, when they was young, they was pushing a cart. They bought their first building, their first piece of real estate at the age of 18. They was able to obtain 3 to 4 more buildings from there. They got 2 warehouses. They have 3 factories that they operate from where they manufacturing I don't want to say product, but they manufacturing ice cream. And when I hear people say to this person, like, yo, you have come a long way, and me knowing the long way of what they talk about, I understand. So when this young lady say to this man, you have come a long way, what in the hell do they mean by that? You have come a long way. We are very proud of you. How did he come a long way? How did this woman, divine Cancerian goddess, okay, she's a Cancer. So how did this Cancer chick come across Lenon? Did she come across Lenon before, pre-Umar? Or did she come across Lenon during Umar? And when she said a long way, meaning that, because she know that he was down and out, and now she know that, his situation done risen up, and because everybody been on the pocket watch, so everybody been counting, seeing that, this dude's getting his paper. And so all throughout the last 2 years, the people talk about the money that he's been getting. These females been actually paying attention now. So, you come a long way, because they've been seeing these super chats come in. They've been counting his super chats, and now they saying, he's graduated. He still has his job. Okay, he's coming a long way. From doing what? From doing what? Come a long way from doing what? Candace, Divine, Divine, like, where do you know him from, of his travels, and from where he was to where he's at right now, where we saying, you come a long way. We are proud of what? Proud of your cooning? Proud of what? Proud of you going to school at the age of 40 something and graduating online? Not even traveling in snow. When we look at this going to school, what type of school are you going to? Are you going to a physical school, or are you doing online classes? And if you're doing online classes, we talk about we proud. Negro, please. How about traveling to and fro, going back and forth, going in the snow to school, trying to find parking, 3 days, 4 days a week, depending on how many days you got your classes. Then going from there to work, and as you are a family guy, you got these single mothers out here doing it that way. If he's sitting on his computer doing what he likes to do, sitting on his ass at the computer and taking classes, what type of proudness is that of? I don't have no type of proudness for that shit. He's not no 17-year-old. He's 40 something, sitting at the computer taking classes. So by 3.9, shit, you at home. Your wife is making a sandwich for you. All that is cooning. For a person like this to be caught up and be like, you have come a long way. We are very proud of you. What did he do that we say we proud? Like, honestly, like if I saw someone say that on Umar's comment, I would have to say, I would just have to probably skip through it and be like, whatever. Because, you know, at least you see the sign on the building, whether it's open or not. Like if he put that sign up on the building and they say, you have come a long way, we're very proud of you. You have to, even as you sit back, like, whatever, you still be like, you have to respect. Well, I mean, these people, they really believe in you. You giving them that hope that they want to believe in. But with this guy, what are we proud of? What are we proud of? I'm just confused, people. I'm confused on what we be basing our morals on what we are proud of. I am thankful and grateful to be sitting on this bed. I'm grateful and thankful to have been blessed with this chance to stay alive. And then when I look at that, I'm proud of me. You understand what I'm saying? Although technically I'm not, because this ain't nothing. This is just a normal. This is, you know what I'm saying? So even when I say it sounds retarded, because this is just a normal. Because I just done normal. So what I'm saying is that all he done was the normal. He's just doing the extreme normal at a level of an extreme level of comfortability. We'd be proud of him if, like, in the next 2 years, if after he got his certificates and his degrees and he started, in the next 2 years, because all the connections that he have on the outside, because he has connections, he start his own IT team. You know what I'm saying? Then we can be like, yo, we proud of you, yo, because we seen you go to school, we seen you keep your grade up there, and now that we see you keep your grades up there, we see that you know your shit, because look where you at right now. Yeah, now we proud. But right now, proud of what? Proud of what?
That race. It's marathon, and it's taking a lot out of me too. My eyesight isn't what it used to be, and I know you can say, well, you're getting older.
And yo, real talk, when I say he just sitting there at the computer, I was going to say that too, because I know he always got these glasses on. I was going to say, all he doing is just fucking up his eyes. That's what I was going to say. And I don't know why I didn't say it, because I wanted to say it so bad. Let me rewind that right there. See? I knew it. I should have said it. I said, yo, he just sitting on his ass at the computer, comfortable, fucking up his eyes at the laptop, at the computer. That's all he's doing.
Everyone, I appreciate it. Life can be a real. It just sometimes life can really challenge us, you know. But we got to pick ourselves up, and people help too. So thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate it.
Now look, and like I say, yo, I got to use Umar, because the reason why I'm speaking about Coon of the Year with him is because of Umar. So, folks, hear these words clearly. Listen to how he's trying to coon a little bit for some money. Okay, I'm trying to rewind so I can hear it from a little bit at the beginning of this little message he's trying to display real quick. But this is the con. This is the con. I don't even want to call this coon right now. This is the con artist right now. Here's the con artist. Masterful con artist right here. Watch. I never watched this video. It's my first time even pressing and looking at this video. So I don't know what the hell's happening. So I'm gonna rewind a little bit more. That should be it. Yeah, that's it. I know it. Okay, let's see. I can tell from the reaction on his face. Okay.
With the dog, today's mama.
Let's go. Let's go here.
I don't even know how I started talking about that. Anyway. Yeah. Thank you. And I really have, especially like over the last.
And this is me not even really paying attention to the man's life. I just know. Like I say, in the last 4 years, I wanted to take it way back more because, like I said, I know he was way skinnier. I said like 2018, 2017. He was, when I first seen him, it was around 2017, 2018, if I'm not mistaken. 2017, whatever the earliest that he came across Umar around 2017. Whenever that stripper thing, whatever that's when I kind of like came across him, I believe. During that time, whatever year that was, you look at his weight then and you look at his weight now, you can see the weight gain. See the weight gain all on his cheeks. You can see it. And so when he saw about he came a long way, folks, the good guys were talking about it. They revealed it. They changed it. They made this guy step up his game. They made him go to school. They made him really step up his game and look at himself. That's one thing I credit him for. They made Leonard Honor step up his game. Because as he was trying to crush Umar, and when they came in and started smacking him up his bean head, he had to look at himself. And then when I popped up on the scene last week, and I just started smacking, it was over. Yeah, he had to go full-fledged. But you guys were just giving him that help at this time. The help was coming in. These last 2 years, he was just banking off it. Okay? And he's let's hear him talking now. You ready?
Long way to go. Life can be a real. It just sometimes life can really challenge us. But we got to pick ourselves up, and people help too. So thank you so much, everyone.
When he say life can really challenge us, where did this come from? I don't know, because I'm not a learner on his like channel watching. I'm not a follower of his life. I don't know anything of what he's speaking right here, right now. But what is he talking about that he wasn't talking about in none of these videos? Because I was scrolling through the videos. Why? I mean, maybe I should go back a few years and really scroll through his videos and see what he was talking about that was life challenging. What was challenging in life? Okay, like him, like I said, here's the con man right now. Let's go, con man. Let's go.
And I appreciate it. But the thing that I learned is it's not just that people help. It's like they help and they hand you the baton. Then you gotta run that race. That's it's been a marathon. And it's taking a lot out of me too. My eyesight isn't what it used to be. And
somebody really needs to really ask him, what is he talking about when he's talking about this right here? Because everything he's talking about with him, now if I was saying this shit, it would have been begging Don, because begging Don, we talk about everything he said was from help. Let's go back to, you have come a long way. We are very proud of you. How did you do this, Lenon? How did you make it, Lenon? How did you make this happen? Let's rewind. Okay.
I don't even know how I started talking about that. Anyway. Yeah, thank you. And I really have, especially like over the last 4 or 5 years. And I still got such a long way to go.
I'm sorry, folks. And like you say, I still have such a long way to go. You know why? Because, dude, you just what you're doing right now is the normal what you were supposed to have done like 20 some years ago and change. So when we talk about he's got a long way to go, yeah, because right now he just like you take away him and this internet shit, and just where he's at right now, with he's about to graduate in the world, with the field he's trying to work and he's working in. You take away this Umar money, you take away all you folks. In his own world, he has a long way to go. But it's going to be able to be an easy travel because of what?
You know, life can be a real. It just sometimes life can really challenge us. You know, but we got to pick ourselves up, and people help us, but not just that people help the time. Then you got to run that race, and that's what I've been doing. I've been running it's been a marathon. It's taking a lot out of me too. My eyesight isn't what it used to be, and I know you say, "Well, you're getting older." It ain't that. It's from sitting up here reading. You know, like sitting. I mean, and writing. You know, just I've been on my grind now. It's taking a lot out of me, but that's part of the running the race. And then once I have the degree, I get into the IT field. I'm planning on staying with the company, but if something else opens up, I'll take that too. It is a matter of compensation. Once I get into the IT field, I mean, that's a long ways away from where I was at 6 years ago. Even for this to happen, it's been like a minor miracle. Even to get in the
Remember,
as he gave you his timeline on everything, folks, he basically told you 1000% that if it wasn't for this whole, if it wasn't for the support that you guys given him in these past few years, the challenge of being a man in life was breaking him down and destroying him. That's all I heard. Because from what I see, this man had a family, he has a wife, he has kids. Now, when you see that as a plus, you see that as a downside. If he was responsible, man, throughout the marriage, their marriage, and especially if they had a plan and if they was working together on something or just working in separate fields, no matter what, combination wise, man and woman working together, they should have a strong household. But something was not happening. Something was not right. And he basically was giving up. He was falling apart because whatever story that he's talking about was like he was giving up and falling apart. And this is a man with a wife, with a home, with family. And I mean, with family. And I ain't talking about his kids. I'm talking about he has family, you know, because he talks about he has family. It's not like he's connected with his family as well. So what is he talking about, this rocky road and then it was just like the last 4 or 5 years? What is he talking about? So if it wasn't for this whole Umar Johnson movement, the man would have broke. His mind is already messed up. He's not doing his music thing. He's not being the real entertainer he used to be. It's a lot that like we don't know of his mental disorder that he's really going through. Because that you see, he went from laughing goofy all the way to that little hug, giving him props. Like, yo, man, you doing good, yo. To him, like, yo, man, if you only knew, yo, he transformed all the way to that, like, shh. If you only knew, if it wasn't for this help and if it wasn't for this, and just the people just give me this information, if it wasn't for this network of Cookie Crush people, you guys saved me. The Cookie Crush chat saved that man, okay? He is 1000% coon loyal to you guys. He is coon loyal to you because you saved his life. Gloria Murray, your $10, your $20, you saying, yo, the HVAC is in the yard and giving $10, the H is in the yard, giving $20, doing all that dumb, goofy shit. No, the HVAC was on top of the roof, but all that, clowning stuff saved that man's life to a point where he can now waste stuff. That's bananas. It went from saving him to where now he can be wasteful. And now once he get this opportunity to indulge in that IT and get to the IT money, once he really start getting the IT money, if he's still engaging on his Uwan shit, folks, and if he ain't doing nothing on any other level, and it's just about him building for his family, and I'm telling you, he's just gaining weight. They got kids just wasting stuff. They not even trained properly to take some ice cream, put it in the bowl, and put the ice cream container back in. No, they eating right out the container. If that's his, then why he's not putting it back in? Why? How old is your kids? Where he's not even putting the shit back in? How trained are your kids? What type of morals they living on? Probably not much, because in the last 5 years, your kids just know they was getting donations. In the last 4, understand what I'm saying? The last 4 years strong of his life, 5 years strong of his life, his kids know that people that they don't know was giving them monetary donations. That means they have an entitled mentality. People want to say, oh, you think that you know, those kids of Lenon, they feel entitled because that's what they know. They seen hours and hours and hours of their dad working at this laptop computer, not just talk. So you guys gotta understand, not just talking for like a 4-hour live, but sitting behind and digging and looking at and doing research and putting stuff together. Hours of that, the hour doing a live day. We talk about like 7 hours a day, 8 hours a day some days. And they know that that's where the revenue is coming in from. And so daddy like, yo, if I put 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week towards Umar, this is the type of check that we getting, this is the type of revenue that we got coming in from these people, this because they watching this entertainment. That's cooning to the highest level. And his children watch that. That's why I'm saying why he's really like nominated as Coon of the Year candidate, because he got his children that's been watching this, and they've been watching this and been part of it. You understand? They've been part of the fundraising, so they know the game. Daddy bought them and built them a studio off of the game. And I'm pretty sure now they are involved in the game on their own. They doing their own thing online because they got daddy teaching them the game. You understand? So when I say cooning, I mean like, damn, I'm pretty sure he's prepping his boys to be high level cooners too, like pimping. He's teaching his boys how to be masterful cooners. Anybody would like to come and talk about this, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. I wasn't even expecting to be doing this video, but let's just get through this comment right here.
Now I went back to the company because I had to take some time off. I went back to the company, and I was working in an area that was the most, and it's the most rigorous area in facility. This is talking about hard manual labor, and I used to go
hard manual labor. I gotta rewind that because let's see this story. Hard manual labor. Oh Lord.
when I went back to the company, because I had to take some time off. That's a long ways away from where I was at 6 years ago. Even for this to happen, it's been like been like a minor miracle. You know, even to get into college, I was like, oh, that ain't gonna happen. Let me tell y'all a quick story.
When I went back
to the company, I had to take some time off. I went back to the company, and I was working
in an area
and it is the most rigorous area in the facility. It's a massive facility. I'm talking about hard manual labor. And I used to go all in. You know, I was in the best shape of, I don't want to say in the best shape of my life, but probably the best shape that I had been in decades, just from the rigors of it all. And I remember while I was up there, it was a struggle. I mean, it was a struggle doing that job, but it was also still wasn't enough. At a certain point, I was working at Home Depot at the same time. In fact, I had a picture pop up. It was from like 4 years ago. And that's when that's 4 years ago. Because I've been in college. You get in college, you ain't thinking about all it. It's just time goes by so quick. But I was doing both jobs. And there was times I would sleep in the car and I would have snow clothes on. I would have snow clothes stored in the car. Because because there was times I would double shift that my regular job, and then after. But I was sleeping in the car. But I would put in after I get off the first shift. I put the
snow gear on.
Well, just that story alone is funny because Lenon probably listened to my story, was relating many ways to his life, and deep down had some type of sentimental emotion and feeling, but yet still, because he's on the game, he's like, well, I'm not gonna put him on to anything though, because I can't. And you heard him say many times that, you know, I ain't helping nobody, but the bottom line is just that story itself made me realize that he don't want to ever have to go to those days again. And by all means, he will stay away from that hard labor and all that other stuff. And if it means by cooning, he will coon. You understand, when we talk about sellout type of people, he will do whatever he have to do for him never ever to go back to these days right here. Okay? See, when you go through something like this, you never ever want to go back to it. It depends on how your mentality is. He's one of those house Negroes, so you know what I'm saying, he's going to do whatever he have to do. So if that means coon, and he's coon amongst his black folks, but he also coon for these white folks too. And be a con, oh yeah, he's going to be a con, because he's never going to go back to those days where he's working 2 jobs and sleeping in the car and out in the cold, feeling like he's homeless and doing all this shit, feeling he's going to lose his wife. I can imagine how he was feeling during those times. It had to been extremely rough. He said he was working at Home Depot. And especially at that time, because the minimum wage was not what it is now. So whatever minimum wage is, like what it is like in like a state like New York, is probably what the pay he was probably getting, if that. $10, $11 an hour. They don't have no degree, so and he's an older man, but yet still not. You know what I mean? You don't have get something on your resume. We have this program. We pay for college. You take all that. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? He was messed up in the game, folks. He was trying to figure it out. Listen to this birthday story. He was trying to figure it out, and once he figured it out, like he said, they handed him the baton, and it was off to the races. Run the marathon, and he running it on another black man. And that's where it becomes disturbing. Because as he's running on the black man, I'm saying, okay, is the black man really messed up like you saying it? Is he really a fraud like you saying it? Let me go check it out, dude. Let me go check it out. So I went to go check it out. I'm like, no, I'm in the school. Oh no, the electricity is on. No, I'm looking at the blueprints. No, I moved the blueprints because I didn't want the blueprints to be where it was at. It was too much in the open. I moved the blueprints. The blueprints was getting dirty. I took the electric cord, I took the extension cord and plugged it up and pulled it all the way outside so we can plug it up so the man can get some to charge up his speaker so we can have the music playing. So everything that this man was saying was like just like all on cooning. So he built his whole life on for the cooning, and like I say, it wasn't factual. But those 4 years saved that man, saved his marriage, got the biggest cheese smile on his wife's face that he haven't seen since they was young. And that's all because of what the hardship that he was going through of being a man who had a bunch of kids and a woman and just was in the world. That's who he was. This story right there tells it.
Because the people that my supervisor saw my work ethic, they were like they wanted to promote me, and when they promoted me, I could have taken another position because I went to go training for this other position, which would have been good.
They were like, "Yo, man, you're a grown man. Yo, we know, damn, you just getting this $9. It probably was like $9, $8.75, man. Come on, man. Yo, this is like I say, yo, get this program ticket, go this way." And you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get you supervisor because we can't be, you're a grown man, you have value. These women's outside again, they arguing, fighting. These wicked ass women every other day. The other day I was going out and they have her daughters come outside, break those windows, and they breaking the windows. I'm just shaking my head, getting into the little Uber, driving off like, Lord have mercy. Now I guess the women come home and they're dealing with the situation now. Very depressing. I'm not even gonna go out there. I could care less. Very depressing.
Still work as manual labor, but I figured in terms of when we talk about long term, it made more sense to go ahead and get a degree and then come out with a degree, and then the amount of money that I would be making would be, and in terms of long term, it would make more sense to do it that way. Because I did the training to become a driver, and I passed and stuff. I didn't pass the first time, but I passed the second time. But then that's when I came back after I passed. They were like, "We're gonna hire you as a supervisor." I said, "Okay, yeah, I'll go for it." So I agreed to that. They'll pay for college. I said, "Wow." Now, mind you, when I was working, when I first came back to the company where I was working with the hard manual labor, at that time, because things were so difficult for me and my family, okay, for different reasons, I was doing everything I could while I was working to educate myself. When I had my earbuds, I don't have earbuds anymore, but I had earbuds, and I would listen to these podcasts by, I think his name is Dave Ramsey. Is it Dave Ramsey?
Damn, like I said, I knew this shit was gonna reveal it. Yo, listen to him. He said all throughout the time when he was just going through his grind and the hard season, when he was going through his hardship, he would have in his ear and be listening to a podcast. And obviously, this is what he needed for him to figure out his mark. Let's go. You tell story.
Yeah, I think it's Dave Ramsey. And he was talking about, different strategies to get out of debt, different strategies to make more income. And one of the things he talked about was how you have to have a larger shovel in order to be able to dig out of debt, but also that shovel. After you're out of debt, that becomes how you begin to save, and ultimately you can become wealthy over time. Now, that idea for me at my age, that's not even the point. The point is, do better for my family now. I got to get a bigger shovel to do that. So he had also talked about if you can go to college, if you can go to college and it's paid for, but if you got to go to college and take on a whole bunch of debt, then it probably would.
Going back to what I'm saying, so you have come a long way. We are very proud of you. He went to college and the company paid for it. You know what I mean? But that's been around forever with Home Depot and many other businesses that they would pay for you to move up in their business. For you to move up, and they would pay for college and a percentage of college. And some places pay full. So what hardship did he have? He's getting a free ride without even applying for Pell and Tap, without even staying in the offices. He's getting a free ride just going to work and going to the HR office. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
I'm talking directly to me. It's a general lessons that he gives. So at that time, I was like, wow, I wish I could go back to college, because intellectually I can do that, right? But the financially, there's no way. That's how I thought about it. So I was listening to his podcast over and over and over again, and there was even the guy that I worked for. He became a supervisor. I haven't seen him. I don't even think he's a supervisor anymore. But he would talk. We would talk about some of the lessons that Dave Ramsey would and I'm going to be able to go to college. But I kept listening. And once it was amazing that once they offered me the promotion, that part of the package was that they would pay for me to go to college. And from that time, it's been 3 years and I think 3 months now. That's been the vast majority of my time has been committed to college, and I got 2 months to go. It should have taken 3 years, but I had to take time off at certain points, especially when my job got really, really heavy. It's about to get heavy right now. I would take a month off or whatever, so it extended the time a little bit. I'll be graduating in January. I think it's January 23rd or 25th.
So where do he work? He works at Home Depot.
5th of 2023. But to see how all that kind of worked its way out, it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of effort. My wife's been very supportive. She spell checks all my stuff. Now I can spell check it on my computer. She reads it to me.
Going back to what I said, he got his wife there bringing him sandwiches, helping him out with the work. He's sitting there doing Umar work and doing his schoolwork at the same time. Wife he's like, yo, can you help me out with this right here? I got to research some stuff on Umar. He's doing his Umar work and she's doing his homework. But we talk about hardship though, right? And once again, I mean, is this the Home Depot job that's giving him the promotion and giving him the college package, or is it the other job that he's not mentioning? But I know Home Depot do shit like that.
Sure, everything makes sense. And my strong suit is the writing component, and that's how I've been able to get the type of GPA that I have. In fact, how the courses are I'll freeze it to make sure everything makes sense. In my strong suit, it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of effort. My wife is very supportive. She spell checks all my stuff. Now I can spell check it on the computer, but she reads it to make sure everything makes sense. In my strong suit is the writing component, and that's how I've been able to get the type of GPA that I have. In fact, how the courses are classes are rated, the most important element is a final paper at the end of each. It's usually a final paper, like 90%, 95% of all the classwork is a final paper. There's a whole bunch of other stuff writing that you have to do, but in that final paper is usually worth anywhere from 25 to 30% of your final grade. So that's how I've been able to manage to keep work, and I'm really thankful. I'm thankful. I wish I'd done things a lot earlier on in my life, but there's a lot of wisdom that I've gained, that I'd like to pass on to my sons, or my daughter.
Okay, so like Tahaka Bay, Lenon is 100% jealous of Umar Johnson. Okay, folks. as I just finished that story, I can conclude that Lenon Arnold's jealousy for Umar Johnson is at, when I say a super high, is at an all-time high. Sometimes you have to listen to a person and be a therapist for you to hear what their issue is. And what he really need is actually to have a sit-down conversation with Umar. And I guarantee you, Leonard would become Umar's buddy. He would be Umar's, like, he'd be like, yo, Umar. He'd be like Umar's cheerleader, Leonard Arnold. And I say that strongly. Like I say, I said earlier, like, when if it came down to like leadership, for me, if I was going to be part of anybody's team, I couldn't do Leonard. I would actually still roll with U. And that's all because of the fact that Leonard's not that dude. Neither is Umar, but Leonard's really not that dude. The beautiful thing about Leonard, though, is that he knows it. He knows it. That's the beautiful thing. He knows it. And a real person like me will be able to figure it out and be able to tell you what it is. And like I said, he's 100% jealous. He really wished that he couldn't get the opportunity to have a conversation with Umar. He really do want to have a conversation. He wants to have a conversation. This is why I'm saying he's cooning. He really wants to have the conversation. He really wants to be part of Team Umar. He really do. Because recently, him from driving the forklift at Home Depot, and is what he's doing. And the promotion that they was giving the supervisor at Home Depot. So now you're driving the forklift, you supervisor, but you go get this degree. Now you can get a little extra more pay. But then you get this degree. Now you can also work in that field, and hopefully we have a position in IT that you can, what I'm saying, and he can move up in the company. So he'd get off the floor and all the other stuff, and then they'd be moving up into the IT part, and then he would go from there. So he moved up in ranks with Home Depot, and that's what he got. That's what he has, okay? Because like I say, once you take Umar out of his life, this is what he's looking for. And like he said, he wished he did it earlier. Yeah, because you 20 years behind. Most of us men wish we did things earlier. We years behind, and we trying to figure out how we're going to get ahead. And his way of getting ahead was, I'm going to stomp on Umar and get ahead that way. And that's where the high level cooner comes in. All right, I think I'm done with this birthday shit, because he stayed on this one for a minute too, because like I said, this was very touchy. He was on this one for at least almost 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he was on this conversation for about 8 minutes. Wow. Because like I said, this was a touchy one. She touched him. She said, "You come a long way. We very proud of you." But he's like, "Yo, if you only knew, I ain't nobody. I'm just a man behind this camera." That's all he said right here. I'm just the man behind this camera. Why are you proud of me? He feel guilty. That's why he went to the whole story. Because he knows that if it wasn't for his cooning, he would have been that much more worse off. You guys saved Lenon. You women out there save Lenon. It's like a nigga like Lenon Honor makes Cynthia looks like she right.
Like to pass on to other people, hopefully help people to get their life in order or on track earlier on, because it does make a difference. So other people are able to do it, and they have the guidance to do it, and they may even have the ambition to do it, and the work ethic. I don't think I had the right type of guidance, and I didn't have the right type of ambition, but that all changed more recently for reasons you guys probably aware of. And I just had it was a wake-up call. I said, "Oh, I got to get things together," and that's what I've been doing. And thank God I'll be graduating.
If you guys know that, you know, of his wake-up call, then that means it was the recent wake-up call that he got, you know, when he started slapping on Umar, then people start jabbing on him. He got the wake-up call just recently because you met him in someone else's life, and you start thinking about it. Like I say, his big job right now is driving the forklift. His big power moving lot, his life is moving to the forklift. These Spanish boys, they come here and they already driving forklifts with no education. But his big power move is getting them moved from off the floor to being able to drive the forklift to become a supervisor. You gonna tell me he's not don't have no type of jealousy? Damn, man. He pimped y'all. Yep, he pimped y'all.
In January. All right, long story short. Okay, Divine, I apologize. You know, I be telling stories. I'm getting old. People be telling.
You see that? That, like I said, it was touchy. That was his touchiness. So I'm all for this one right now. See, I told you. So see that right there? He cooned for the dollars, and that's how he got to be comfortable. And then they put him on the game, and he's getting his degree, and he's good to go. And that got to be from Home Depot. What state he's in? What state he lives in? Utah? What state do Lenon live in? What's the minimum wage in Utah? What is minimum wage in Utah?
According to Wikipedia, Utah is a landlocked state in the Mountain West subregion of the western United States.
Who's trying to say that? What is Utah's minimum wage?
$7.25 per hour. According to Utah Labor Commission, utah.gov, the minimum wage in Utah is $7.25 per hour.
Is that the state that he's from? What state is he from? I mean, he's from Cali, but what state is he working in right now? Isn't that the state of Utah? Right? Utah is one of the few states that have not passed a law to gradually raise the minimum wage, despite the fact that it's not changing. I just need to pull this up, man. Should I just pull this up? Huh? Should I just pull this up and pull it on the screen for you? You know I like doing the phone. So that's October 25th, 2022. As a small business owner, you need to know the current minimum wage regulations to make sure you're compliant. Okay. Utah is one of the few states that have not passed a law to gradually raise the minimum wage. Okay. How much is Home Depot paying in Utah?
According to Indeed, average the Home Depot associate hourly pay in Utah is approximately $11.35, which is 17% below the national average.
Okay, so that's what I said. So it's about like $11 now. So him driving the forklift, $12. Understand what I'm saying? Supervisors, little 12 and a half, $12.50. Like I said, it's below minimum wage of New York. Now, before I disappear with this, I'm going to rewind a little bit because I want to hear the story a little bit from the beginning to make sure I heard it properly.
Mama. I don't even know how I started talking about that. Anyway. Yeah, thank you. And I really have, especially like over the last 4 or 5 years. And I still got
4 or 5 years. Let's go.
You know, life can be a real. It just sometimes life can really challenge us. You know, but we got to pick ourselves up, and people help too. So thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate it. But the thing that I've learned is it's not just that people help.
These
It's
chicks
like
are still
they help and they
fighting.
hand you the baton. Then you gotta run that race, and that's what I've been doing. I've been running it's been a marathon, and it's taken a lot out of me too. My eyesight isn't what it used to be, and I know you can say, well, I now. It's taken a lot out of me, but that's part of the running the race. And then once I have the degree, I get into the IT field. I'm planning on staying with the company, but if something else opens up, I'll take that too. It is a matter of compensation. Once I get into IT field, I mean that's a long.
Now it's funny because, like I said, you know, the plan is to keep him, put him in, pay for school, and find a position for within the company. They can work. That's what I said. They probably move him up. But he says if he can find, you know, he probably would stay with the company. But if he finds something else, he's like, deuces, you know, I got the degree. What you guys think? I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
Long ways away from where I was at 6 years ago. Even for this to happen, it's been like been like a minor miracle. You know, even to get into college, I was like, oh, that ain't gonna happen. Let me tell y'all a quick story. So when I went back to the company, because I had to take some time off, I went back to the company, and I was working in an area that was the most, and it's the most rigorous area in the facility. It's a massive facility. I'm talking about hard manual labor. And I used to go all in, you know. I was in the best shape I won't say in the best shape of my life, but probably the best shape that I had been in and just from the rigors of it all. And I remember while I was up there, it was a struggle. I mean, it was a struggle doing that job, but it was also still wasn't enough. At a certain point, when I was working at Home Depot at the same time. In fact, I had a picture pop up. It was from like 4 years.
Okay, so now which one is he doing? Because they could say we is he at Home Depot? Is he at Home Depot, or is he at this company that he's not mentioning? Which sounds like UPS though. Big old warehouse, vigorous, a lot of work. I don't know.
Years ago, and that's when that was 4. Man, and that's 4 years ago. Because I've been in college. You get in college, you ain't thinking about all it. Just time goes by so quick. But I was doing both jobs, and there was times I would sleep in the car, and I would have snow clothes on. I'd have snow clothes stored in the car. Because I had snow gear that I would put in after I get off the first shift. I'll put the snow gear on, and I had blankets and pillows, and I would get in there. It would still be cold. It was rough. But anyway, I was working there, and then because the people that my supervisors saw my work ethic, they were like they wanted to promote me. And when they promoted me, I could have taken another position because I went to go training for this other position, which would have been good in terms of still work as manual labor. But I figured in terms of when we talk about long-term it made more sense to go ahead and get the degree, and then the amount of money that I would be making would be in terms of long term, it would make more sense to do it that way. Because I got 5 kids and a wife, so I just between those two opportunities, I did the training to become a driver, and I passed and stuff. I didn't pass the first time, but I passed the second time. But then that's when I came back after I passed. They were like, "Well, we want to hire you." So they'll pay for college. I said, "Wow."
And that's just in the last three. That's within the last 4 years. So he got his miracle the last 4 years. In between of him, like I said, cooning on Umar, and off to the races. This birthday conversation was very, very intriguing, interesting, and like I say, you know, when the man is talking and venting at the same time, it's good to listen. And he definitely vented, folks. He vented, and he let me know what I got out of the venting. I got out of it that this man truly has a jealousy for anyone's success, to be honest, but definitely he has a jealousy for Umar's success. That's what I got out that conversation, and it's just sad because when you have a certain type of jealousy for another person, and so many people out there do, you have jealousy for them that you will be willing to smut their name, do a smear campaign, just all over his name, like, yo, just spackle or smut all over your name, so that you can big yourself up, and so you too can reap the benefits. That's some old sorcery, witch, wizard shit. You know what I'm saying? And to do it with such a straight face, and Coon of the Year nominee, you know, Lenon. What y'all think, folks? That was just his birthday. You know, that was his birthday video. I had another video I was wanting to pull up, because this is the video I really wanted to pull up, but I just decided to do the birthday, and I spent so much time on the birthday because, like I say, remember, I just skimmed through and caught that one, and that one really caught my attention. That one caught my attention. But why do I say it's high levels of coonery? Now, that built it up to there. So you see now there's a jealousy. You see now there. I mean, look, whether it's $7.25 or it's $11 an hour, a grown man with 5 kids working. I mean, he like you said, wasn't enough. So you're doing 2 jobs. So if you combine 2 jobs and where he's at, maybe $20 an hour, maybe $25 an hour. Okay, between the 2 jobs, maybe $20 some an hour. That was very stressful. It still is stressful because that's what's going on right now. About 22. He's getting about 22. If I don't know what work he got right now, but if it's still just the 2 jobs, it's about like $20 to $22 an hour. If it's the 1 job now, he's a supervisor, it's no more than about $16, $17 an hour he's getting. And if he is getting $20, it's $20. $100 and change a day. He needs you guys. He got 5 kids. So about pocket watching, this is why his cooning has to come in place, folks. His cooning have to come in place because it's just not enough. So without the cooning, he don't live that comfortably. The cooning is what saved him. The help. And he might say, well, what help? No, the help that I got for the, to go to school. No, it's the help that you got that like a Glorion and everybody else in where you can say that you want to take the kids out and you know that you can take the kids out because, oh shit, look, $300. Oh shit, $600. Oh, $1,000. So he just told of his level of coon and why, and it's because I was listening to this podcast and I realized that I need to be able to get my podcast going on. I need to know how to do this. And once he figured out, that was off to the races. I'm lying. I think I'm lying, folks. No. It's off to the races. I never looked at this video, so I don't know. I'm just going to skim through.
The audio to be elected. Okay? And I'm gonna go pull that receipt up right now. I'll let it play.
Your tradition. Confirm that one to be a priest. That's the Ephah. And I was the son of a coon. That's the Ogun type. But when she for lifetime name was chosen about destiny.
Yeah, let's get them lights up. I appreciate it. Let's look. Come on, people. It's my birthday week. All right, come on. If I get some lights, it's my birthday week. All right. Plus, I'm on vacation, so come on, I want to get off of here and be feeling good. You know what I'm saying, Let me stop. I told us we ain't gonna be cutting up. We're gonna get to the Monroe video that we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna be done. Okay. Let me stop. I know this ain't what I was saying that I was going to put up here, but this is an example of what I mean. Why would people be thinking that they're going to send their child to Umar to be and send him money, even if you ain't going to send your child probably 50 years old by now? Why would this guy be posting this type of shit on his Instagram page? Can someone explain that to me? Up here, but this is an example of we're gonna get to this I'm on vacation, so come on, I want to get off of here and be feeling good. Well, it's my birthday week. All right, come on. If I get some lights, it's my birthday week. All right. Plus, I'm on vacation, so come on, I want to get off of here and be feeling good. You know what I'm saying, folks? Let me stop. I told myself we ain't gonna be cutting up. We're gonna get to the Monroe video that we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna be.
Like I said, folks, this was all within this month. So he was going in, and this is the videos he's choosing to play, not even relaying the message of the real shit. But I keep saying, you cooning.
Be done, family. Okay. Let me stop. Okay, here, real quick. I know this ain't what I was saying that I was going to put up here, but this is an example of what I mean. Why would people be thinking that they're going to send their child to Umar to be and send him money, even if you ain't going to send your child probably 50 years old by now? Why would this guy be posting this type of shit on his Instagram page? Can someone explain that to me? I'm working on the documentary part 2. Okay, and one of the things that I'm going to posit is in the documentary is Umar Johnson he's not of the character to even be around children. You know damn well if your child's teacher or your child's vice principal.
Yo, like I said, if I really wanted to go hard, folks, and if I was on my editing game, you would understand why I nominated him as a coon. Like, just right before, like, in October, he was kicking like, yo, he would give $500 for an interview. he be flip flopping all over the place because this is his content on Umar. So he's going to talk about this right here, goofy shit. So he's always going to flip flop because all goofy shit it happens. But then you're going to say, oh, when you see success now happening, you be like, oh, I want to root for him. I want to root for him. But then you come back and talk about goofy shit. This man is so confused. That's why, like I say, he just had to fall back. Because none of this is actually going to stop the school from really opening. I mean, me, I'm actually going to do something with this, to be honest. Let me go back to that. Are they wilding out there beating up each other's door again? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to use this for court as well. Right, so I mean, I do appreciate you learning for that. I'm going to use this for court. Okay. I'm sorry, I keep getting quiet because I'm trying to hear what's going on outside. But I'm also reading. Okay, so I mean, like, the point right now with Umar is like, I ain't gonna lie myself. Like, my questions are so high. Like, I don't know about that school. Period. With this dude, I really don't. Like, I mean this with my heart. Like, nothing about his character really say he'd be really good for these kids. Without a certain level without a certain level of supervision. You understand what I'm saying? He definitely needs supervision. I can't take it because it's been about like a long 30 minutes of hearing the drone out there. And I'm hearing nothing but beating that shit right now, so I gotta. I was playing not my business role, but right now I'm like, okay, what is this smashing? Sorry, folks. I'm. Like I say, folks, these folks, oh my God, the wickedness and evil is crazy. They just out of control, I think. Huh? Nah. Mm-mm. TV's outside right now. It's cable. These women out of control across the street. Chick walking around with her panties on. You understand what I'm saying? Like, house full of females, about like 6 of them, and they live next to a house full of females. And if I'm not mistaken, they be selling coochie. At least one house. Well, it looks like both. The way they be dressing. Or the way the mother be dressing. And so it's like you have two whole houses battling each other. Now, I'm not seeing no drama with men, but I'm just seeing the drama with these women for the year and a half. And I'm talking about like disgraceful, disgusting, like, oh my God, this is embarrassing. Like, yo, if I say something, I already know that whatever I say is going to take it to the next level. Walking around with pins on. Coming out the house, going to the car. But anyway, let's get back. Like I said, it was really distracting hearing destruction, and so it just caught me off guard. But with this right here, Umar. That's all I can say. Okay, folks, that's all I can say with that. As for Lenon, when we come back and talk about Coon of the Year, why would I say Lenon?
Somebody getting fired. Right? But somehow it's okay for Umar to do it. No, I mean it's ridiculous in that sense, but I'm talking about why would he? What kind of man would post that? What they're always talking about cookies and hot fudge cookies and peanut colada cookies, and I need a cookie. I need me a vanilla flavor fudge hot peanut butter sauce cookie. I have to put that in shock me if I can find it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it come up.
See, he started once he sees something, he just run with it, coon a little bit, then he get the little his coon agents to start popping out with the bread. He's become goofy and they start giving money. He become goofy, giving money. That's the routine.
If you can email it to me, if you have a link to it and email it to me, I appreciate it. I'll look for it though, at a later time after the show. Thanks, and thanks for super chat too. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, so let's get back to it. I was showing this right here, just the living conditions. Okay, but let me go.
This he's showing. Isn't this like an old video? This is what we're showing in 2022 when this man's going to court. This what I'm trying to tell you why he's nominated for the year, because what he do. It's his birthday week. It's his birthday month. It's his birthday week. He's trying to figure. He's like he was talking to his producer, his wife. Like, yo, what can we do? What topic can we talk about? And they make up shit and they just go along and just going with the flow as you see, and he was able to disappear for a minute because what he received. This is high level spoofing. Because like I did the breakdown of if he was working 2 jobs, it's still only about like $25 an hour. Even if I push him up to $28 an hour, he has 5 kids. He has 5 kids. Don't you understand that if a person is trying to master something, they're going to master it. They pass the baton. He's running with it. He got this information. He's not going to stop. He would do what he got to do for his 5 kids to make sure that they have their ice cream in their freezer. Why did I nominate him again as Coon of the Year? Because he still haven't gotten it. He hasn't stopped. Like I said, if you're not going to talk about the real issue at hand, how are you going to talk about anything without it being Coon? How is this stopping a person's school from being, if a person already got the building, how is this going to stop any progress by people? Okay, Charlemagne see this. Okay, Charlemagne's watching you, Lenon. All right, he's watching this. sitting there, he's watching it, and he see this video right here. He's like, damn. Is that Umar? Is that one? How do you know that's Umar place? Okay, but then two, be like, oh, that's Umar place? Is this the video where he showed the camera on reverse? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so wow, this is Umar place. So this is only make me feel like I'm seeing the big pile of mess on the floor. I'm looking at the shit. Either he's moving, or he really needs some help. But this don't say, oh, he don't deserve a school. But when you look and you see him, and you see court papers, and you see him going to court for this and unpaid this, and like, oh, what how is this? How you going to treat his staff? See, this is how you can look and say, just imagine how he's going to treat his staff. What type of lawsuit? If he got a lawsuit before he even opened up the school, just imagine if money wasn't raised, enough money wasn't raised for staff. This is a real conversation, real story, real content for you creators. But you want to be on goofy shit. If he ain't paying now, what happens when donations run dry and he don't have the capacity to hustle up the payroll for the week? Now all those people that he got as staff find the opportunity now to become victim, and they want to get online and I got 4 kids and I haven't been paid in 3 weeks and running the story, the victim story, the Don M-TheeFDMGBoogieman story. Now they running with their own story. When it was me, oh, he's a bum and he's begging, but now it's them. He's like, oh, I'm a victim. Look what's happening to me. And so what I'm saying is like right now, while we have it, and it's supposed to be truly 100% addressed, it's not being addressed. It's just people saying, oh, Don Umar should pay Don his money. Oh, what's going on with your situation? Oh, he didn't pay you yet? No, no, it ain't supposed to be on it like that. It's supposed to be something that he's feeling right now as each day goes by in this month, his heart's supposed to be pounding. He's supposed to be so nervous. Understand what I'm saying? He's supposed to be extremely nervous at this point right now. But because this is the conversation we talk about. What is he talking about with this shit?
There's one other thing I want to show y'all. Let's go back to the video real quick. Here we go.
And with justice. So when you go to court,
super chat too. So at a later time after the show. Thanks for super chat too. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, so let's get back to it. I was showing this right here, just the living conditions. Okay, but let me go. There's one other thing I want to show y'all. Let's go back to the video real quick. Here we go.
And with justice. So when you go to court in Nigeria, you don't swear on the Bible all the time. In traditional court, you do now because most African nations have been Christianized. But in traditional times, you would swear on a piece of iron. You would swear to tell the truth on a piece of iron because Ogun is the owner of all metals and he's the father of truth.
You know what? That's a beautiful story behind your name. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like if we as Black Americans would take naming our children that seriously, I also believe that would definitely help to shape their destinies in a more positive way. Now that you are,
but Storm, understand that the most important thing to shape a child's destiny in a positive direction is to be present, right? I'm sure you agree with that. You got to be present in the first place. But Umar, he's a deadbeat. He's an absentee father.
Remember I said he coons because he's jealous? This man's talking about a name. He's talking about his name, and he's like, yo, the first thing is be present. Like, he's talking about the name. This man is just so jealous that he wants to, like I say, any chance he can get to try and point out the next person in perfection. He got to keep doing it to black men, so he looks like a good black man, doing good for his family, working a hard job, working labor, going to school. He's trying to run that Calvin shit, and sound like he's the good guy, but yet still, I'm seeing the G. And like I say, I'm breaking down because these the videos that you want to put out there in 2022, your birthday month, to get some capital. This is what you choose to do, as opposed to, like I say, you could have really did a special cover the story, and you would probably would did a whole year's super chat if you did it right, just by us having a conversation and you keeping 100. But this is what you talk about, and this is what you dissect from that. What do he say? Well, how many times have we heard this right here? How many times have we heard this?
I'm saying direction is to be present, right?
How many times?
So now that you are,
Yeah, well, but Storm, understand that the most important thing to shape a child's destiny in a positive direction is to be present, right? I'm sure you would agree with that. You got to be present in the first place. But Umar, he's a deadbeat. He's an absentee father.
We heard him say that 5 years now.
See what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is that a lot of what Umar Johnson said is just talk. He he's not about that life. You know, he's out here running through these black women and talking about their private parts and all. And I can give you example. All y'all know what I'm talking about. He's not committed to no black woman. He's not married to no woman. He's just that ain't his thing. He's the Rolling Stone. He uses and abuses and he runs through them. Then he want to talk about family, but he don't even take care of his own kids. Okay. And so Nate.
And like I say, folks, to me, at this level right now in 2022, because I was a voice in 2020, the end of 2020, in 2021 go by, 2022 go by, here we are at 2023, and this is what he's talking about. This is why I would say he is cooning, because what are you talking about right now that you didn't talk about last year, that you didn't talk about the year before, that you didn't talk about the year before, that you didn't talk about the year before? You've been running the same record. It's like the same routine with you. This is your same record. It's like either leave him alone, let him be, or talk the reality. If you're gonna talk the reality, let him be. Leave it alone. It's over. You had a good run with it. But you keep trying to beat in these people's head that this man's a deadbeat father. The way I look at it, if he really was so much of a deadbeat father, I'm pretty sure that his daughters would have been on deck already. They would have been out there. They would have got there if he was that deadbeat father. I just say that, I don't know. I'm just saying that. I know that when he told me his personal life situation with his children, it was, this woman wasn't allowing me to be around. And honestly, I guess at a certain point when kids grow up and that's the way they start looking in life, they don't want to be around daddy because they raised mom. So it might be a situation where it is what it is, not much they can do. Or it might be something more to it. But for you to be running with that at this point, it's like old news. It's old news.
I mean, yeah, I get it, but the truth is that as a man, let's be real, as a black man, number one priority is you got to be present. Again, you're not going to be perfect. There's going to be struggles. I get it. Trust me. But you got to be there and you got to try. Umar, he's not there. He don't even try. Okay.
Are a part of the Yoruba religion. Are you having issues like with Black Americans? Because the majority of Black Americans are Christian. So are they kind of like shying away from you in your teachings, or are you having any kind of controversy with that?
Not at all. I mean, I'm the most controversial of the Black conscious personalities, but I'm also the most popular.
Yes.
I'm the most requested Black scholar in the world. I'm the most followed Black scholar in the world.
And none of
I
this is
have
true.
more 1 million plus view videos in YouTube than all other personalities put together. I have
That
more
is very true.
credentials. I
Yes.
have more credentials than all others put together.
Yeah, but that doesn't make one a scholar.
Well, I'm glad I'm looking at this video. This is a good video because I can knock 2 out in 1. That's this. What time is it? Oh, we at 9. So I could have ended this one and went to Umar, but right now I just got this one as Umar. So now we're going to do a comparison of Coon and Coon on one show. Okay, Coon and Coon in one show.
See, and that's the other thing. Umar's not peer reviewed. He's not a scholar. He has no scholastic work whatsoever. The 2 books that he's written, there's no sources. He don't even have source material. So that's not. He's not a scholar. These are just things that Umar Johnson says. I'm the most requested. He's the most requested, but he's always begging people to find him venues. He's the most requested, but he be bum rushing the stage. We do cover the.
Don't y'all see? Let's hear this rundown like last year and the year before. Let's hear this rundown, and it's all pure jealousy. And I'm not even vouching for Umar at all, but it's just like
The video last week where he's not even supposed to be up there. The event organizers, they didn't have him up there. Someone else got him up on there, and he was running his mouth there, and then the woman came up there and kicked him off. So these are just things that Umar Johnson says. Yeah, he gets a lot of views, but it's mainly because of the controversy that's associated with Umar. It has nothing to do with Umar as a scholar because he's not a scholar. He's not peer reviewed. He doesn't have anything published. He has these 2 books, and there's.
But people you don't get it. This is what you don't get. As long as people's talking about you, once they stop talking about you, when no one's viewing you, when you have no relevance, that's when it's over with. But as long as there's controversy, as long as you keep making this type of controversy that he don't mind, because at the very end, he's still going to be able to smack you across your face with some form of success, because what the controversy that you building up is all this coon and shit. See what coon do? It don't do much. All it do is just keep giving more views. But if you really dead the controversy and really give him the real deal, then it's a different type of ballgame. The views that they giving is a whole different type of viewership, and you'll see that the views that he's getting is now views of slowing down the progress. Because this is not about panties. This is about principles. But as long as you just got things going on this dumb hating controversy, or he don't pay, he's not paying child support. That's only going to when the majority of men really sit back and think about, man, my baby. Dude, don't you understand? When you really talk about that shit, it just make a lot of men who's going through or been through that child support situation be like, man, fuck that bitch. That's what the majority of the men really saying, because they already know what they was going through when they was going through the child support. Know your congregation. That's why that don't really have no strong stance right now, because it makes a lot of people feel guilty at the same damn time. Now you be in church and maybe talking something, maybe talk something, and everybody, hey man, and then he say something else, and then because you touch something personal. So you just touch a lot of personal levels when it comes to child support.
There's not one source in either of these. That's crazy. Okay, I think what I meant to show y'all now, I think I have it right here, is the shock mirror. This is just another example of the illusion of progress. Was that what I think that's what I meant to show y'all. So real quick, this is in 2019. Umar's asking for donations for his shockumentary. Here's 2019. I'll do this very quick in 2019. See, give the illusion that he's doing something. 2019, 2019. This is over 3 years ago. 2019, 2019. On here it says it's going to premiere in 2020, February of 2020. But if you look, there's text under that he just covers over. Okay, all right. Well, February 2020. You see that? All right. Here's 2019, 2019, 2018. See there? Here's 2016. See this? 2016, June 20th. Here's 2015. There's still no shockumentary to date. And this is no different than the school. He has so many. I can't even tell y'all how many different scams he has going on. He just goes back and forth to these different scams. You know, once it dies down and money stops coming, then he goes starts. Same thing with the Big Papa podcast. He doesn't do that anymore. But what he does is he'll start something and get money, get that quick money. And then he'll say, you know, Big Papa Podcast, I'll be producing content for you who subscribe. I'll present content for you this week. And he'll do it for the start of it where people sign up. But then after that, he just doesn't do it anymore. But he still gets subscriptions from people who are still waiting for that content. And then at a certain point, when people realize, wait a minute, this ain't even worth it, and they unsubscribe from that, then he'll start something else, which he has done, which is the Big Papa TV. And when he started that, he was doing all kinds of videos to get people riled up to sign up. Once he got that money grab, what did he do? He stopped producing content for that. And then it wasn't until like a...
Now, what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is, like I said, when your content be the cooning content and you're doing joking and goofy shit, it takes away from us to really want to pay attention to what you're really saying. That same with Tahaka. And that's what I'm saying about Tahaka following Lenon. It brings a certain high level of cooning. We hear what you're saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. A lot of people, they be hearing what you're saying, but they be like, you just hating because the way you go about everything, and we all see the bottom line. You broke. And if it wasn't for the situation, you'd be hurting. But because you was able to have a backup plan of trying to assassinate a person's character, you good. But people see the real, so people not going to listen to you and take you that much serious. So Lenon, I kid you not, in regards to Coon of the Year, I must say that this year I'm going to say that it is a official, because I'm pretty much done. I am pretty much done with you toxic human beings. And see, I'm pretty much done with you toxic people. I'm about to switch gears, and I can't waste too much more time with you toxic folks. So this is how I'm gonna do this. Leonard Honor, I got a present for you.